Hi, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I'm documenting a photo from back in 2014 when we went to Disneyland Paris with my friend Leanne, her daughter and her husband and our children. And this is when they got to meet Pluto in our hotel reception area. So I've just taken some black acrylic paint and I'm creating a background using just an old store credit card loyalty card. You will have seen me doing this before if you've watched any of my previous videos. I wanted to use the colours that are in the photo. Now the girls have got these pink Minnie Mouse headbands on, so I wanted to bring some pink in, but obviously I also wanted to bring in some of the Disney colours, the reds and yellows and blacks, and James is wearing navy, so I've pulled out some navy as well. So I'm just using scraps for this. I've got the Bella Besties School is Cool collection and also some other scraps from my scrap box, oranges and yellows and things like that. So just checking that I'm happy that even when I create a photo mat on that photo, that background's going to be big enough. And then I'm going to add some black paint splatters, just watering the black acrylic paint down and splodging it over the layout like that. So this layout is being created for the Hey Little Magpie Chat and Inspiration group on Facebook. Each month we hold a challenge, and this month's challenge has been set by Giselle, and it's to use a vertical title. So I'm going to use the LE Studio Outline Jane large alphabet to create my title. But in the meantime, while that paint's drying, I'm just going to start matting this photo. Again, this is something that you'll see me doing regularly, adding all the mats to the photo so that I can just pop it down on the background paper once that's dry if I've used mixed media, or to be able to decide exactly where the mixed media is going once I've created the mat. So just grabbing the various scraps of paper here and starting to layer these up behind the photo. So if you're on Facebook, do a search for Hey Little Magpie Chat and Inspiration. Our creative team are amazing and provide brilliant ideas for you on there. We're always setting challenges. We run cyber crops every so often as well. So it'd be lovely if you could come and join us if you're on Facebook and join in the challenge as well. So I'm happy with how this layering is going, so I'm going to slowly start gluing everything together. I will go around the edge of each piece of this mat with my nails to rough up the edges. I didn't want to use my Tim Holtz Edge Distresser this time because I didn't want it to be too rough and I can get a bit carried away when I'm using that. So just using my nails to run around the edge of the paper just adds a bit of a frill almost. It breaks down those glues within the paper so that the fibres are looser, and just adds a little bit of texture there. And of course using my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to glue everything down. It's just an easy way of getting the mats down and being able to move them a little bit if I haven't glued them on quite square, which is common with me. So as I say, just scuffing up those edges on each of the mats and then gluing them all down. And I'm really pleased with how this has come together. You can see I've got all the different colours of that photo in those mats. We've got the orange, the navy blues, red, the mustard tones of Pluto's costume, and then some black and white like Amelia's t-shirt and her cardigan there. So the only thing I haven't got in is the pink, so I will come in with a tab at the top in pink to add the date. So just checking again that I'm happy with the placement. That's still drying. Those splodges of paint took forever to dry, but we got there in the end. So now I'm going to focus on the title. So these are those Outline Jane LE Studio alphabet stamps, and these are fantastic for using on pattern paper. So I'm just going to spell out Meeting Pluto with these stamps using my black soot ink, and then I'll cut around them using my Cutter Bee scissors. They're fantastic scissors for fussy cutting. So just doing 2 letters at a time, and putting them on this lovely sunshine paper. This was a scrap that I stole from Adam at the crop at the weekend. He had a Flare Hut crop on Saturday in Cheshire in the UK. It was a fabulous day, but he doesn't like to keep scraps, so as he was binning them, I was pulling them out the bin keeping them, because I knew they'd come in handy for things like this, especially these lovely tone-on-tones. I really do like these. So just finishing off the last few letters here. Wasn't happy with the first M that I'd stamped, so just restamping that so it's got a clear, crisp outline. And here I am with my Cutter Bees, cutting them out. So just 1 letter at a time, and just leaving a small border around the edge. And they look so effective. Ellie does do a die that goes with these stamps as well, but because I wanted to leave this little border, I'm better just cutting them out myself with my scissors. And here I am now with my wonderful EK Success tab punch, just adding that pink tab, like I mentioned before, to the top of the page. And again, this is just a scrap of Bella Boulevard paper in pink tone-on-tone hearts, which works perfectly with this. So now that background is finally dry, I can start building this layout. So I'll just glue that mat down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and then do the same with these letters. And I'm not going to do them straight. They are going to be slightly up and down. I just think it adds more interest, and because it's a fun photo of them meeting a Disney character, I think that suits quite nicely. So just checking at the placement first of all, because I want the title to be in the middle of the page with the same sort of distance at the top and bottom. So just checking how that looks next to the photo. And then coming in with my T-ruler just to check that everything's square and that I do this fairly straight. So now coming in with the Nuvo, and I shall start gluing everything down. And now that's all done, I'm going to start embellishing. So I've just grabbed my very old Carpe Diem Disney book from Simple Stories, the sticker book, and I'm just going through to find what I can add to this. So starting with this little square sticker that says Happy Moments, I love that, and then a circle, just that mustard yellow again with some arrows on, and start building the cluster And then I find a little circle that says epic. And then a flag to go on the photo that just says hello, because obviously they're meeting one of the characters there, so that fits quite nicely. And this was actually designed for the Carpe Diem planners, a sticker book, but I find it brilliant for my scrapbooking. So always have a look at the planner stuff that we've got in stock at Hey Little Magpie. It's surprising how much works really nicely for layouts, and the stickers are wafer thin, so they're beautiful for layering up like this. So just add a little camera there, and then this word strip that says enjoy the moment, and that little ticket sticker that says love this. So now adding my date to some scrap white cardstock to add that to that tab at the top of the page, and we're very nearly done. Thank you so much for joining me today in today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Do give this video a like if you have, and leave me any comments that you've got in the comments box. And I would love it if you join me as a subscriber to see my videos regularly. I'm not doing any series at the moment, I'm just enjoying choosing what to scrap. So I'll be uploading at least 3 videos a week from now on in. So just adding my journaling at the bottom there, which just reads, a huge advantage of staying in one of the Disney park hotels was getting to see at least one of the characters each morning, because they came to the hotel. We stayed at it was New York. I think it's the Marvel Hotel now. So just adding a couple more bits to the bottom right hand side of that journaling. I just felt like it needed a little bit of balance there, and I actually decided to rub out my journaling guidelines. I don't normally bother, but I just felt that the graphic feel of the background of this layout, I didn't need those pencil lines there. So just checking if there's anything else now in this sticker book, and then I'm going to go in with my black Nouveau Crystal Drops to add some more black splatters around the page, and here they are. And that's it. So I'll leave you some close-ups at the end, and I shall see you very soon for my next video. Thank you so much again for joining me. Bye.